Hello YouTube, welcome again to the Transition channel. This lesson particularly going to talk about the content that is normally tested in all three papers in KCSE level. As I said earlier, we have English paper 1, English paper 2 and English paper 3. What are the contents of English paper 1? English paper 1 contains 60 marks and it has 3 sections or 3 questions specifically. The first question is on oral skills, which carries 20 marks. The second question is on the closed test, which carries 10 marks. And the third question is on the oral skills. Oral skills tests a lot of varieties or different skills in learning. First of all, it tests what we call hearing and speaking, where students are supposed to look at the tips for effective listening. We have benefits of effective listening. We have barriers to effective listening. A sample question is, for example, as a renowned speaker is coming to your school to give a particular talk on a certain subject, what are some of the things that made planners not to get the concept on what the whole idea of what the whole talk was about? So that is what is mostly tested in that section of hearing and speaking. Number 2, in oral skills, we also test what we call stress and intonation. Where intonation, we talk about the falling intonation, the rising intonation, the rise-fall intonation, the fall-rise intonation, and the different signs that are used in the same. 3, oral skills will test what we call the non-verbal cues. We talk about gestures and other things that are used in learning. 4, we also talk about general grooming, the mode of dressing. For example, you're attending an interview. How is the most appropriate mode of dressing for a particular event. 5, oral skills also tests on what we call etiquette. Etiquette is good manners. We also talk about telephone conversation. And on etiquette is mostly or closely conjoined with what we call personal space. Oral skills also test what we call skills of paying attention. It's also entwined there. And finally, this is in Form 4, where students also learn what we call conflict resolution. We talk about negotiation skills. We also talk about principles of negotiation. Finally, in that section of oral skills, which carries 30 marks, the question may also be there on poetry. We have poetry paper 1 and poetry paper 2. Poetry paper 1 is what tests things like the rhyme scheme. It's also what tests stylistic devices. We talk about assonance. We talk about consonants. We talk about alliteration. We also talk about repetition. That is basically what is tested in English paper 1, which carries 60 marks. English paper 2 now carries 80 marks, which carries 80 marks. We have a comprehension, 20 marks. We also have an excerpt, which carries 25 marks. We also have poetry, which carries close to 20 marks also. That is about 65. And finally, we have grammar, which goes for 15 marks. Finally, we have English paper 3, which is both entails composition writing, where we have 3 questions that a student is supposed to sit for. Well, question 1 is of the compulsory texts. For now, the students are doing, they have to sit for an imaginative composition, generally, that is 20 marks. Number 2, they have to do a question on the compulsory text, which is the blossoms of the savannah. And then question number 3 is on the optional texts. We have the pearl, we have inheritance, and we have a doll's house. That section also carries 60 marks. So generally, that is what is tested in KCSE in all those levels: English paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. So be sure to look at our page and make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so that you may be notified on any of those lessons or the more lessons that we're going to be doing now and henceforth. So thank you.